Nikki never expected that just trying to pull out a smoke would send the whole pack flying when she flicked it. Even worse, a bunch of them landed right on something gross. For someone already broke, that felt like the end of the world. Luckily the 3-second rule existed. She planned to salvage the ones that didn't touch it. Money was tight this month after all, but the second she walked away she regretted it, and went back to grab every single one. Nikki was a total chain smoking disaster. For her, skipping meals was fine, but no cigarettes was a no-go, and she was incredibly lazy. Her room was piled high with trash. Just to keep her slacker life going, she had to work at a factory to make ends meet, but she never saw it coming that smoking was banned there. She could barely hold on for the first 20 minutes before her shift, but after half an hour, withdrawal kicked in hard. Finally she couldn't take it and ditched work to run to the store, lit one up and took a long drag. That was the only way she felt alive again. After her once-a-week shift ended, she counted all her belongings. She had 6 cigarettes left and $170. Her next payday was 6 days away, which meant for the coming days, she only had 28 yen a day to live on, but only 1 cigarette per day. Just thinking about it was torture. Times like these screamed for a smoke, because lighting up made all her worries fade. But when she came to her senses she realized she had already burned through all 6 without noticing. The regret that followed played out over and over every week. Luckily one day she found $1,000 under her pillow. Without a second thought she spent it all on 2 packs. Now she had plenty of smokes but zero money for food. Desperate, she thought of Sophie, who lived out of town, so she called and convinced Sophie to come keep her company. But Sophie knew all too well how messy she was, so she laid down a condition: unless she sent a photo of a clean room, she wasn't stepping foot inside otherwise. So Nikki decided to finally clean up, but just thinking about all the tedious steps made her brain shut down. The stress was so bad she almost threw up. To calm herself she figured she needed a smoke first. Then she sent Sophie a picture of cigarettes arranged to look like poop. That made Sophie totally disappointed, which got Nikki thinking about quitting. So she bought some nicotine patches, but being too lazy to read the instructions she got creative. She figured more patches meant better results, so she slapped them on like a face mask, and even put one on her cigarette. When she took a puff she nearly kicked the bucket, but weirdly enough that mishap actually helped her stay smoke-free for 3 whole days. Sophie was thrilled and came over. Just as she was praising Nikki's willpower, she turned around and saw her instinctively reaching for a cigarette. Besides smoking, Nikki was also a heavy drinker. Her pathetic wasted state triggered Ms. Parker's long-buried childhood trauma. Ms. Parker's dad was also addicted to smoking and drinking back then. Remembering her family's struggles made her choke up. After getting dissed by both Sophie and Ms. Parker, Nikki actually decided to take a bath. Even in the shower she kept a cigarette in hand. After she got out she admitted baths were a hassle, but having a smoke right after had its own charm. Then she passed out with no clothes on, waking up the next day with a fever and cold. Feeling awful now, even a cigarette was out of reach, so she had no choice but to buy menthol ones as a substitute, and finally managed to get a puff. And just like that the day passed. When Sophie heard about the cold she also rushed over, but she showed up in full gear, wearing a full protective suit, which scared Nikki into thinking the health department came for her. Sophie explained helplessly it was purely because she couldn't handle the combo of smoke and trash in that room. Without protection she wouldn't dare step inside. Knowing Sophie still came despite the horrible conditions, Nikki felt a little warmth in her heart.